Hello and welcome to Acsenda School of Management. Today's presentation is part of a series of webinars that we'll be providing during the second and third weeks of February, May, and August and November to provide prospective students with information about Acsenda School of Management and what to expect before you arrive. In today's session, we'll be covering some information about Acsenda, about your new home in Vancouver, about our academic programs, about the academic English and support services that we provide, about the library and academic resources, about student life, the admissions process, registration, medical insurance, immigration matters, and at the end of the seminar, we'll be providing an opportunity for students to ask questions. Well, welcome to Vancouver. My name is Neil Mort. I'm the Vice President of Enrollment and Student Services. All of us at Acsenda are very proud of the high quality of undergraduate degrees that we deliver in hospitality management and business administration, with concentrations in accounting, marketing, international business, human resources, and general business. Acsenda has two main themes: international thinking and individual focus. In everything we do, we are committed to teaching excellence and the provision of quality programs that prepare our graduates for careers in selected markets across the globe. Our school is driven by our customer focus and individual focus on providing an exceptional student experience. At Acsenda, you'll learn in small classroom settings where our faculty are able to focus on your individual learning needs. You'll receive a high level of support, and the results are proven academic success. Our learning community offers a boutique-style coaching environment, and our programs are targeted to prepare you for careers that are in high demand in Canada and around the world. Our graduates are eligible to apply for a 3-year postgraduate work permit upon completion, and this will give you the opportunity to gain invaluable experience to build upon your degree programs. What better way for you to launch in a successful career? Guys, welcome to Acsenda School of Management. Today's webinar is part of a series of presentations that we'll be providing to prospective students to provide information about Acsenda School of Management and to offer some information before you arrive in Canada. These seminars will be held at 5 p.m. on Tuesdays, Pacific Standard Time, during the second and third weeks of February, May, August, and November. Today's seminar will provide some information about Acsenda, about living in Vancouver, about our academic programs, our academic English and support, our library and academic resources, student life, and the admissions process, registration, medical insurance, immigration matters, and at the end of the presentation, there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions. Well, welcome to Vancouver and to Acsenda. My name is Neil Mort. I'm the Vice President of Enrollment and Student Services. All of us at Acsenda are very proud of the high quality undergraduate degrees that we deliver in hospitality management and business administration, with concentrations in accounting, marketing, international business, human resource, and general business. Acsenda has two main themes: international thinking and individual focus. In everything we do, we are committed to teaching excellence and the provision of quality programs that prepare our graduates for careers in selected markets across the globe. Our school is driven by our customer focus, an individual focus on providing an exceptional student experience. Acsenda is a private degree granting institution which operates with the consent of the BC Ministry of Advanced Education. Our Bachelor's in Business Administration program has been approved since 2004, and our Bachelor of Hospitality Management program since April in 2016. Acsenda School of Management is an EQA, Educational Quality Assurance designated institution. And this ensures that we meet the high standards of quality in the province of British Columbia. Our student body is internationally focused. 90% of our students are international. At any given time, there are over 30 different countries represented on our campus. What we do best? Well, our success is your success. And with our efforts, our boutique business coaching environment, the individual learning and tutoring support, plus a dynamic and engaged campus community with fun student activities will help you reach great results. Our students enjoy high average pass rates and GPAs, a high student satisfaction score, great employment opportunities that are linked to their academic success. So let's learn a little bit about your new home in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. Vancouver is located on the west coast of Canada. With a population of 2.5 million, Vancouver is the third largest city in Canada. It is ranked as one of the world's most top cities to live in. It's known to be a safe, multicultural, and clean city. Very close to the natural environment. You have the opportunities to enjoy the beach and as well as the mountain and the forests that surround the city. There's a lot to do in Vancouver, both the outdoors or enjoying one of our professional sports teams such as hockey or football or soccer, as well as taking in some of the great concerts and other entertainment features that come to the city. Our campus is located in the downtown business district. There's easy access to the SkyTrain and public transportation, and it's very close to restaurants, shopping, and other entertainment. The climate in Vancouver varies from season to season. There are 4 seasons in the city. Spring, which runs from March to May, and generally the temperature will be around 10 to 16 degrees Celsius. During that time, the flowers are often out in bloom. It's a very beautiful sight to see in the city. Our summer, which runs from June through August, the average temperature runs about 19 to 22 degrees. There's opportunities to enjoy the wonderful beaches that are around the city. In the autumn, when our fall season, which runs between September to November, the average temperature is about 8 to 18 degrees. And during this time, you'll see some spectacular foliage colors when the trees change their color. And finally, in winter, which runs from December to February, the temperature generally runs between 0 and 7 degrees Celsius. During this time, you might expect some snow and certainly lots of opportunity to take in the winter sports in the local mountains. I'd now like to introduce Dr. Tess Arenio de Manalo, who is our Vice President Academic and Dean of BBA.
Hello, everyone. I will talk to you today about the advantages of choosing Acsenda School of Management and specifically about our academic programs and our quarterly system. As earlier mentioned, currently we have 2 degree programs, the Bachelor of Business Administration and the Bachelor of Hospitality Management. ASM's BBA program has 5 options, majors or concentrations to select from. We have accounting, general business management, human resources management, international business management, and marketing management. ASM's BBA program is not just the completion of a degree program, but more importantly, the attainment of advanced standing towards professional designations, which makes you more competitive in the Canadian labor market. Completion of the BBA accounting degree, for example, will mean that students would have completed the 14 required Chartered Professional Accountants or the CPA prep courses and the 5 foundation modules required by the Association of Chartered Certified Accountants. Completion of the BBA HRM degree will exempt the students from writing the National Knowledge Exam required to obtain a Chartered Practitioner in HR designation. Completion of the BBA IBM program will provide students with advanced standing and will prepare the students to write the Forum for International Trade and Training, which we call FITT exam, required to obtain the Certified International Trade Practitioner designation. Furthermore, completion of any of these degrees will give the students eligibility to earn their Chartered Management Program, which is the CPM from the Canadian Institute of Management. There is added value in completing a business degree, therefore, at Acsenda School of Management. Like any undergraduate bachelor's degree program in Canada, the BBA is a 4-year degree program with 43 credit courses composed of general education courses, lower division and upper division business core courses, and the business concentration or major courses and free electives. So as you see from the diagram, there is a choice among all the different concentrations and therefore will create differences in the different components of the program. Let's go to the Bachelor of Hospitality Management or the BHM program. This program integrates business courses from the Acsenda BBA program with specialized courses in hospitality. It is a 123 credit 4-year degree program. We are proud to say that the BHM program offers direct entry into the BHM Bachelor's Degree program. Then we also offer the 6-month paid internship, which is 6 credits as a program requirement. As to delivery, we are proud to say that we offer the program in quarterly system. We have 4 terms in a year, and this would mean that we have the term 1, which is from January to March, that's considered 12 weeks, and then 1 week in between, and we go for term 2 from April to June, another week as a break, and then term 3, July to September, with another week a break, and then term 4, October to December. This means that we have continuous intake, which means that students could start every 3 months. Full-time students taking 4 courses per term could finish the program in 3 years, or even less if they do not get breaks or depending on the transfer credits they get into the program. Students could still have a study work-life balance by being able to go on an approved break once a year. This, of course, would mean that we have to exercise discipline and time management. I would like to introduce to you the next speaker, which is Ray Rahimi, and he'll be talking about the English Academic Purposes Program.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ray, and I am the EAP coordinator here at Acsenda School of Management. Our English for Academic Purposes program works as a bridge between intermediate general English competency and the advanced language skills that are needed for success at the university level. And it has a dual purpose. First, we want to make sure your English proficiency will be at the right level to continue your higher education here in North America. But that's not all. To be successful in the highly competitive world of business today, you'll need essential professional skills, which is also what our EAP program emphasizes. The program is currently offered at 2 levels. At the lower level, you develop your English language skills through a variety of themes and activities. At the higher level, you develop your English and academic skills in preparation for full-time study at the post-secondary level, while at the same time expanding your knowledge of Vancouver, Canada, and the world to become more of a global citizen. In this course, we want to make sure your basic study skills are in place. So we help you improve areas like note-taking, mind mapping, in order to maximize your understanding of the lectures and textbooks, time management in order to cope with all the stress and deadlines in your academic and professional life, and research skills, as well as the conventional formats for presenting your reports and papers as required in North American schools. The academic component focuses on fundamentals such as constructing correct sentences, which leads to effective essay writing, interacting with text while reading and listening, and improving your academic vocabulary and usage. And then, of course, there's the communication component, where there's a focus on essential skills such as presenting, discussing, and debating in both academic and professional environments. This may sound like a lot of work, and it is, honestly. However, the good news is we're going to stay with you and support you throughout this journey of yours. Apart from the vibrant and informative lectures that will hopefully inspire you, we offer you one-on-one tutoring sessions in order to deal with your specific areas of concern like grammar, punctuation, pronunciation. These sessions can be arranged at your convenience as often as necessary and are completely free of charge. That's all from me. So let me hand you over to my colleague, Ali, who's going to be telling you everything you need to know about the library and instructional services.
Hi, my name is Ali Dahan, and I will be your friendly librarian here at Acsenda. ASM Library is here to support you in your research. Through the library, you have access to almost 180,000 items. We've got books, ebooks, scholarly journals, industry publications, reports, magazines, periodicals, newspapers, market research, maps, videos, images, and more. You name it, we've got it. The library provides many services. Of those, you have access to a trained librarian. That's me. I provide reference services, so if you have any questions, please stop by and be sure to ask. I will also help you with your research, give you specific assignments, help if you need it. I can be here to help you with APA citation. I also am the admin for my ASM, so that is our student learning portal, if you have any questions for that. And I can also refer you to other people for help if you need it. If I don't know the answer, I know who to send you to find the answer, so we can do it together. I also teach the library resource orientation course, so you will be fully trained, and I am very confident in your capabilities. Other things that we offer here, Acsenda School of Management has several tutoring programs. So we offer the writing coaches who are available to help you improve your English and writing skills beyond the classroom. We also offer math tutoring. Yes, there's a lot of math in business, and it's not always the easiest. And then we have also student clubs who offer a lot of extra helps with developing different skills outside of the classroom. All tutoring is free for ASM students. Textbooks, every student's lovely favorite question. All students are expected to have your textbook in the first class. Textbooks list is posted on my ASM at the start of registration. It will list the required books, formats available and prices by course. You can purchase a new textbook when you register for class. Please note there are certain courses such as the EAP program where you will be required to purchase new textbooks. Or you can purchase from another vendor such as Amazon, or you can also buy a used book, a textbook from another student. Watch out for the textbook fair at the start of every term. You should expect to spend about $300 to $400 for textbooks for each term. Now that's for new print books. Used books and ebooks may cost less. Students are expected to have their own laptop to use in class. We're not expecting anything super fancy. Minimum functionality required, 64-bit multi-core processor or better. You need to be capable of running MS Office or LibreOffice, which is the open version of Office, or G Suite, and it needs to be Wi-Fi capable. Okay, that's it for me. I am now going to hand things over to Tom Chan, who's going to talk to you a bit about student life.
Hi, everyone. My name is Tom Chan. I'm the manager of Student, Alumni, and Career Services. I'm going to share with you about student life. What is it like to be a student here in ASM? First of all, we provide a broad range of services to assist you in your transition to living here in Canada. And most of all, they help you achieve your personal, academic, and professional goals. What does those services, support services, consist of? First of all, from the moment you land in Canada, we can provide you information about the different modes of transportation you can take, to travel from the airport to where you need to go. There's SkyTrain, taxis, buses that are easily accessible from the airport itself. Of course, of great importance is really finding a roof over your head. Finding housing, be it temporary or permanent. We have resources to help you identify suitable housing. Be forewarned that housing can be pretty expensive. but we're here to help you to find, what's suitable and what's hopefully within your budget. The other thing that's really important is really your health. Obviously, you can be, studying very well if you're unhealthy, and so we ensure that, we have a arrangement with an insurance company to ensure that you get good and relatively inexpensive insurance coverage, which will tell you a whole lot more when you arrive. And also, you want to be here and also be able to get about and without getting lost. And so we would typically arrange for some kind of a tour, some kind of, to familiarize you with the city. Vancouver is a very big city, so it doesn't take a whole lot to find your way around. It's a very organized city. What other services do we provide to help you succeed? Importantly, is our career services. We provide one-on-one career advice, which includes career planning. We help you with job search. We help you individually with your resume writing and how to write an application letter, and also provide you tips with job interviews. On top of that, we also run regular career workshops. To complement that, we also provide personal counseling support. Sometimes a student may be here and they may feel homesick, they may be lonely, they may encounter, challenges. Here we have people whom they could talk to, who will, provide whatever necessary counseling support that they need. Obviously, if they need more, if you will, a serious intervention, we could refer them to resources out there that should be able to help. And we also provide fun activities, sports, social, cultural, and even community services. We have a soccer club. We have we make regular field trips, to companies sometimes, or activities, outdoor activities. As you can see in the picture in the slide, the picture below, we made a trip out. We call it one of our shoreline cleanup community activity. Here in Canada, we are very particular about ensuring that we live in a clean, safe, and healthy environment, and every I guess residents of the province would participate in ensuring that the environment is kept clean. What else? Yeah, I guess I'm done with my part. I have a lot more to tell you, but I guess when you're here, I will be able to, I guess, address any questions and concerns that you may have. So at this point, I'm going to hand you over to my colleague, Colby.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Colby McLeod. I'm the admissions coordinator here at Acsenda. We've probably got people who are at various stages of the application process, some that are thinking about applying, some that may have already applied, some that have even progressed further through and made payment and are actually now at the stage of maybe looking towards obtaining their visa and booking their flight and all those extended details. But just for these purposes, we'll start from the beginning, so just bear with me if you are further ahead in the process. So for anyone who's interested in applying to Acsenda, you need to obviously submit an application. We do accept them in two formats, either via the post or submitted either through our website or to the admissions email account. But do please note we are moving towards an online application process in the imminent future. In order to submit your application, we need several documents, the first being the obvious application form. Very important, it's completed in full and signed on the second page, just to acknowledge that you agree to the terms, particularly the privacy terms of us collecting your data. We would need a copy of your passport. It needs to be valid. If you have multiple passports, then you just choose the one that you're going to primarily use, particularly when it comes to applying for your visa. We also need to know your English proficiency. So for most people, a most common form we receive is IELTS, but we do accept other standardized tests such as TOEFL, Pearson, Cambridge, etc. If you've got another type of test that you think may qualify, then just feel free to send me an email or pick up the phone. I'm happy to answer that question for you. We also need copies of your academic transcripts. Now, this is everything that you've done from senior high school and everything past that. So that includes if you've got partial degrees. So if you've spent some time at a university or post-secondary institution, then we want to know, even if you went somewhere else to complete it, it's very helpful that we have all of those. Particularly with the copies of your passport, English proficiency, and transcripts. We do accept either photos. If you don't have access to a scanner, just make sure that the image is clear and legible, particularly when expanded to like a full screen size. Okay, so from those documents, we will put that into review, and if you do meet eligibility, then you will be given a letter of offer, otherwise known as LOO for short-term language. Okay, we aim to get a response to you within 1 business day. Subject to other factors, obviously there's times of years when we're completely busy, and it may take up to 2 or 3 days, but generally we are responding to people to let them know that there is a delay. Students, you also, with this letter of offer, you'll be given a additional appendix, so terms and conditions of the offer, as well as a deposit quote. In order to move to the letter of acceptance, which is the all-important document you need for your visa application, you will need to make payment of the deposit, and you'll also need to sign an applicant declaration, which will be on the 2nd page of your letter of offer. Okay. Students who, or applicants I should say, who have studied previously, either partial or completed, can be eligible for transfer of credits. Any applicant we deem to be eligible to receive transfer of credits, we automatically put into review, and we will notify you within roughly 2 to 3 weeks whether you will be receiving any transfer credits. Most important thing to note is that the courses that you've completed must be from a recognised post-secondary institution, and the courses must articulate with the Acsenda programs, meaning that you only get transfer credits for content that is similar to what's in our programs or what's in our courses. We may ask for an external credential evaluation. What this means is we're a little bit of a small school, if we don't have the resources to be able to verify or authenticate your degree and your courses, then we may actually ask an external provider to do that for you. The most common one we use is WES or WES, but we also accept ECE or ISIS if you already have those. Important to note, these services do cost money, so do not submit an application unless we're asking for one, just to save you a few dollars. And eventually we will need to have your original transcripts in order to complete the transfer credit process, although we generally will accept these at time of orientation or registration. In order to do the review, we just need the copies, which should be submitted with your application. Okay, medical insurance. So all students studying with us do need to have medical insurance. What we have here in British Columbia is Medical Services Plan, otherwise known as MSP. But unfortunately for new arrivals, there is a 3-month waiting period before you are eligible. You can apply before you hit 3 months, but it will not kick in until you have hit that 3-month waiting period. What we do with all new students at orientation is we help you register and apply, so you don't even have to think about it. So by the time you come to registering for your 2nd term, your MSP will have arrived and you'll be fully covered. In the meantime, however, we do have an agreement with a medical insurer. They're called GuardMe. It is purchased through Acsenda, so we will bill you on our own invoices. Okay, it automatically kicks in with registration, generally 3 days before the first orientation or registration date. If you are planning to arrive earlier, then you can purchase additional days. You just need to contact us to let us know and to let us know when you're arriving. Okay, immigration. This is of importance to a lot of people who are applying. I would say the majority of our applicants have further immigration plans. All students in Acsenda are required to have a valid Canadian study permit. So when you first applying, even if you have further immigration plans, you need to be going for that study permit. Okay, we do not handle this, but we do provide you the letter of acceptance, as I have previously said, and that is what you use as an accompanying document when you're applying with the Canadian government, otherwise known as CIC or Immigration Canada, to apply for your study permit. You can see the a link on the following slide when I get to it. To also apply, you will need to think about other additional documents, not handled by Acsenda, but for you to be aware of. You do need a valid passport. You will need to show things like proof of your financial support or financial savings. Particularly, I think of importance for the first 6 months to a year of that you'll be in Canada. Obviously, when you're here, you will have some work rights to help supplement your income. And there may be other specific requirements to your country. If anything that I do refer you to the CIC website, they will have all the information specific to your circumstance. You can see there, there's the link to CIC. Feel free to click or copy and paste into your browser. You'll come to a page that looks something like this. So this is a screen capture from the CIC or Immigration Canada website. It's a good starting point, and it has all the necessary links to move forward. Some of you may have immigration consultants, so if you do, you are paying for their services, please use their expertise and let them handle it. For those who don't, you do not require an immigration consultant to apply. Do not feel that you need to. Sometimes they're helpful, sometimes they don't. That's your individual choice. It's very important that you only get a study permit from a designated learning institution, which Acsenda is. On your letter of acceptance, we do have our number, our DLI number on there. So that's very important for CIC when processing your application for a study permit. Work opportunities. So when you're at Acsenda and studying on a study permit, you are eligible to work up to 20 hours per week. There is no additional or special permit required for this. This is part of your study permit. Okay, you cannot start working, unfortunately, until your first day of class of your first term. But that doesn't stop you from getting a few things sorted, such as your SIN number and some other things, which we do help out with in orientation. Okay, it's very important that you're aware that 20 hours is the maximum and it does not accumulate. So if you work 15 hours one week, don't think you can add those 5 extra hours to the next ones. We just don't want you getting in trouble from the start. Okay, so 20 hours maximum every week. So if you're using that as a primary source of income, then you want to be negotiating with any employer that how you can get up to the maximum of 20 hours each week, just to make sure that you're really using those hours that you're allowed. Okay, one advantage of Acsenda is that every year you are allowed to apply for an approved break. That means for 1 term or 3 months, you can apply with the registrar's office to take an approved break. The advantages of this is that you are allowed to work full-time, 35 hours a week, or up to 35 hours a week. Once again, you do not need a special work permit for this. This is part of your study permit. You just need to make sure that the registrar's office or Acsenda has signed off on your approved break. You get 1 a year. Okay, and then after graduating, so graduates of our degree programs, so that's our Bachelor of Business Administration and Bachelor of Hospitality Management, will be eligible to apply for a 3-year postgraduate work permit. Okay, that's once again, that is done through CIC. We can help you with all the links and contacts and references that you need to do that. But that's really something that you only start thinking about in your final year with Acsenda. And also note that this is a one-time permit. So if you do have further immigration plans, it's best to just be on top of it while you're actually on that postgraduate work permit. Okay, so when you come to Acsenda, we do have new student registration. We do have 2 days of orientation, which includes registration and academic advising. It's usually held on the Wednesday and Thursday of the week prior to the term that you're going to start. There is an exception for term 1, which is usually held on the first 2 days of the term. This is because term 1 starts in January and people are usually busy with the holiday period and New Year's that leads up to that term intake. Students are expected to arrive in time for orientation and registration. So even if your term date says a specific date, please make sure that you attend the orientation where invites will be sent out to you usually a month or two in advance, and we'll be having consistent contact with you about that. Documents you will need to bring, although most of these you will have as you're crossing the border into Canada. You'll need to bring your passport, you'll need to bring your study permit, which gets collected at the border when you arrive in Canada. You will need to bring your official transcripts. What we mean by official transcripts, because this is a little bit of a point of confusion for a lot of students, is we need original transcripts that have been issued by your school. So if you're a high school student, then we need them from your high school. If you've done post-secondary, then we need them from your university or college. It's very important that these are either sent directly from your school to Acsenda via the post, or you can collect them or have them post the transcripts to you, keep them in that sealed envelope, put them in your packed bag, and then bring them to Vancouver and then bring them to registration. Okay, and there may be additional documents requested on your letter of acceptance. If you have any questions about that, reading through your letter of acceptance, then please keep in contact with us and we can make sure we can clear and assist you in any of those needed. Okay, so I think I'll pass you back to Neil Moore to just do a little bit of a farewell to today's presentation.
Well, thank you, Colby, and my other colleagues here that join you today. Well, we're looking forward to seeing you very soon at Acsenda, and I want to say thank you for joining us for this information session today, and we hope to see you soon. And if you have any questions, we'll now open the seminar to receive those questions. Thank you once again, and we'll see you in Vancouver. Yeah, and that's it. Cut. Hang on a second here. Let me just cut and wrap.
What happened to your picture? You take your own picture. You hate pictures, don't you?
I don't have a picture.
Why don't you have a picture?
There hasn't
What
been a
happened to consistency?
There hasn't been a professional one taken. I know, and I also stuffed up too. I got confused. You probably noticed. I got confused by one of the slides. I got confused.